Hey guys, so this time we're gonna take a look at the whole fight. Well, okay, the beginning isn't important. Uh, we got all this down. Hello. Well, one thing about the first portals. If you want to. If you don't quite. If you feel like you don't quite understand them well enough, for whatever reason. Uh, so, we started at the safe spot. Let's not go too deep into how we know it's the safe spot. Anyway, so here you can see portals are opposite colors here, and there are only two patterns to this phase, right? There are three sets of portals. The last one is always the same. We dodge once and then we move to the center. One of them is dodge and stay, and one of them is dodge, dodge, right? And because these are different, that means that this time we're just gonna dodge once and then stay, right? Like this, and then we're gonna stay there. And that means that the next one is always gonna be dodge, dodge. So we're gonna move there, and then back. And no matter what the portals are here, the last set is always just, we move once and then we get to go to the middle. Also, that's the dishwasher in the background. Right? This phase we got down pretty well. Nothing more to say about it, really. All this stuff. Tank busts. Yeah. Okay. So one thing about this, just a minor thing. So we all know to not go to the outer lane just yet, but one nice thing that as a tank you can do for melees, so in this case it's just Shun, is that if you do go like enough to the front, that means that I have this, I can reach the boss and still like maneuver closer to the middle and like figure things out. I got a lot more room. Just a little thing. Alright. So the ads. Okay, so pull it a bit south, and then they start moving according to the blasphemy. And these guys didn't move the ads quite the same way. Oh yeah, one thing I noticed is that I would always get the stack 100% of the time. So what I do is I bait it there in the corner, because then it's really easy, no matter where we are, because then you always know. It's very clear where to move for the stack. Teleports. As for how far from each other you should try to keep the ads, it's probably good to have them equal distances from each other, so like a triangle, because sometimes they start doing mechanics when you try to move them. And then it's tethers happen. Yeah. It can be a pain in the ass to try and move ads and bosses. So here we can see my ad is doing the donut AoE, and the other ad there, north side, is doing the point blank one. So these guys here are like, they have the sense to stay far away from our ad. Only it's the other tank got hit, but otherwise we're fine. And that was pretty much it. I think we had like almost 95k rate DPS here, and I think you need something like 85, 87k to get past the ads. Yeah. Spoiler alert: we do get past the ads. Oh, and this is a big one. This. It's bigger than you think. All right. All right. So, as soon as your color appears, right? I got light, which means I'm gonna just look for the dark. Where's the dark? I'm gonna go to the dark. Right? Dark is over there. Right, and the important thing is that the tank is at the front. There we go. We're all in the outer lanes. We go back middle. Okay. Pay attention to your color. I got dark. Right? But it's not as bad for DPS because we get to wait here in the middle while tanks and healers bait out their tethers. So you can see there's a white one up front. So looks like, yeah. So the dark tank takes that one, and I got the. I'm dark, so I go to the light tower. And this part is way easier if you happen to be M1 or R2, because R2s are always south and M1 is always north. But then, yeah, if you're M2 or R1, then you gotta figure out if you're the same color as, like if you're M2, you gotta figure out if you're the same color as M1, which is an extra hurdle. According to the macro, anyway. All right, and here's the second one. So you keep your color in mind. I'm light, so go to the dark. Okay, and we get the colors again. All right, so I'm light, so obviously I go stand up the dark side. All right, dark side is over there. All right, and now since I'm gonna get hit by dark, I clearly want to be hit by light after that, and I can see the white ones are going to blue, right? So blue is going to be my safe spot. And all the DPS have the same color, and the tanks and healers have the same color. So you can sort of follow people. Alright? And with this group, we did we're going to stack all the color AoEs, which you'll see in a bit. So here, blue is my safe spot, and you can see that the portals are opposite colors again. So blue is going to red, and this is the simple one because it means that I'm going to be on this tile for every blast. So it's going to be the first blast, and then we're all just gonna run to the middle to drop these AoEs, and then run back. And here, okay, so we're gonna stack all these. Now, this is definitely more simple, but they do kind of hit sort of hard. So definitely need some heals there. Yeah, and then final blast there. So yeah, that was it basically. You can also like, if you don't all want to stack those AoEs, you can also be on both sides according to your group. However you want, because then there'll be 2 people on each tile, so you can just stand on opposite corners and not overlap. Alright, last tank busts. So yeah, there are 3 tank busts total in this fight. But this last one is so late that I would imagine that some invulns are up by then. Okay, and here we get to the final part. Tornado. Right, so for this, tanks are south, right? And here, northeast. Dark people are northeast. Light people are northwest, okay? Here we get the colors. I'm white. Now, and remember, do not move under the boss. It's a bad place. Okay, so here, this is our sector, and on the melee there's a ranged, and down there is a healer who already popped the first orb. Healers first. Okay, and here you can see the second one spawning, and I'm gonna honor the macro and let the range take it. And what's really important here is that you stay away from those orbs unless you're gonna pop them, because if you get caught in that blast, then it's a bad time for everyone. Okay. And there's mine. There you go. That was all the orbs, and I started out there, so the boss does like a 2/3 of a revolution there. And okay, this is where it's very good to adjust quickly, because there are going to be these things, and well, obviously you always gotta stand in the opposite color, but they also hurt even when you stand in the right one. So for this, it would be good to well, looks like the east side is closest to everyone. One team is in the southeast and one is northeast at this point. And tanks they can handle themselves. They can they don't have to be as fast to stack, if they even need to stack at all. So it would be good if you move within your color, of course, but it would be good if we could all head together and have some burst heals there. So those do 50k each. There you go. And there's a raid white here, and our healer is very slow with the LP3, so our hope is extinguished. But after that raid white, there's another raid white, right? 2 raid whites, and then we get colors again, right? But there's no rush. After you get your color, then you gently waltz to your position, and then we do all that stuff over again. And then, just as before, right after we take our orbs, we stack east again and stand in the right colors and heal through it. And then it'll be another two raid wides and then a final enrage. And one useful thing here is that Here's the final orb that I'm going to get. As you can see, we all started out blue on my sector, and now these guys are... Well, we started out white, and now we're all going to be dark. So that means that all the orbs have been taken. Not so simple for tanks, but anyway, that's the fight.